Hello everyone. So today I am going to start Rajasthan GK, and I thought for assistant professor and multiple exams there are some questions which is based on objective type. So some objective kinds of questions are there. So I want to cover that questions. Okay. So for the objectives question. So my today's topic is sources of Rajasthan history, and this is my special session. Actually, I do not take any Rajasthan history and Rajasthan kind of topics, but this is my first time also. So we have to depend upon archaeological sources. So one is archaeological sources. Okay, and there's written material that is for knowing history of Rajasthan, and second is literary material. Second one is literary material. So two kind of sources are there. In that, if we are talking about archaeological, we are talking about archaeological sources. So in that material, we can found epigraphs, and monuments, and coins, and copper plate, and buildings, and sculptures, and paintings. So this will be the main area of the archaeology. Okay, in that epigraph, if I'm talking about the epigraph, so there is a main language of epigraph is Sanskrit and Rajasthani. One is Sanskrit, and second language is Rajasthani. These two languages are in epigraph in Rajasthan. So we can found rock addict, pillar addict, sculpture, cave addict. Okay, so now I'm describing here some addicts. First is Babru. Babru Babru rock addict. This is one rock addict, and that is located. We can found it in the Bijak Hill. That was in the Bijak Hill, and known is Virat Nagar. Virat Nagar, and that is Mauryan ruler Ashoka, which showed the interest in Buddhism. That's why the Babru rock addict was built up, and Bijak Hills is in Jaipur. That is in Jaipur. Now Berat epigraph. So Berat. Now Babru is completed. Babru is in the Virat Nagar, Bijak Hill, Virat Nagar. Second is Berat. So this Berat is also in Virat Nagar, and that is Jaipur. And this also provides us information about Ashoka. Okay, now third my rook addict is Manmori epigraph. Manmori. So this Manmori is related to the Chitranga Maurya. Chitrangan Maurya. Okay, it is related to Chitrangan Maurya, and it was thrown Colonel Todd. It was thrown into sea by the Colonel Todd when he was traveling to England. So when Colonel Todd was traveling to England, and that Manmori was thrown into the river. Okay, so this is the important information. Now next is Gatiala. Gatiala rock addict. It was in Jodhpur, and Pratihar ruler build up, that is in Jodhpur. Bijolia rock addict. Next one is Bijolia rock addict, and this Bijolia rock addict was in A1170 AD, and that was the achievement of the Shakambari ruler, and Chauhan are written in it. So Shakambari and Chauhan both was written in the Bijolia rock addict, and it was inscribed by Gunbhadra. So person name was the Gunbhadra, and that was inscribed by the Gunbhadra. Next one is Gosundi inscription. So Gosundi is also earliest epigraphic evidences, which is Lord Narayana is found in Gosundi stone. So it was based on Narayana, And 1st century BC, Gosundi village was in the Chittorgarh. It was in the Chittorgarh. Okay, Chittorgarh, Rajasthan. Inscription record the erection of enclosing wall, worship that is Narayana Vatika, worship that was called as a Narayana Vatika for the divinity Shankar and Vasudev by one Sarvata, who was a devotee of Bhagavat and had performed the Ashwamedha Yajna. So in the Gosundi rock addict, we can found Ashwamedha Yajna. Ashwamedha Yajna also, and second the worship of Narayana, and there was a Shankar, Shana and the Vasudeva, the two person, one Sarvata who was a devotee to the Bhagavad and they were devotee to the Bhagavad. Okay, so this inscription is erection of enclosing wall, and subject is what, that was Narayana worship, and that was in the Chittorgarh. Okay, now next one is Ranakpur Prashasti. Ranakpur Prashasti. Prashasti. So this Ranakpur Prashasti was came in 1439 AD, and it was written by the Deepak and consists of description of dynasty Mewar. It was described about the Mewar. It is in Trump, Mewar in the Trimp, and titles of Maharana Kumbha. So if you are want to know about the titles of Maharana Kumbha, then you need to know about the Ranakpur Prashasti that was in 1439 AD. Next one is Kumbhalgarh Prashasti. Kumbhalgarh Prashasti. So that was in 1460 AD, and it was achievement of the Guhil dynasty, and that was written by Mahesh. So Mahesh written the Kumbhalgarh Prashasti, and it was about the Guhil dynasty. Now next is Kirti Stambh Prashasti. Next is the Kirti Stambh Prashasti, and that was written by the Mahesh Bhatt and Maharana Kumbha. It was about the Maharana Kumbha, an achievement of the Guhil ruler of the Bappa Rawal to Maharana Kumbha, and it was written about the Bappa to Kumbha. Okay, and that was the Kirti Stambh Prashasti. Now next one is the Raj Prashasti. Raj Prashasti, and that was 1676 AD, and the poet name is Ranchod Das. The poet name is Ranchod Das. At the time of Maharana Raj Singh of Mewar, this edict, it was also in the Mewar area, and 25 rocks of No Chokipal near the Rajsaman Lake. There is a No Chokipal, and that was near the Rajsaman Lake, and achievement of Bappa Rawal to Jagat Singh, and it was about the achievement of the Bappa Rawal to Jagat Singh. Okay, Jagat Singh, and this was Mewar, Mughal Mewar treaty was also we can found in this rock edict, and construction of Rajsaman Lake. So we can also found the information about the construction of Rajsamand Lake. Okay. Now my next topic is related to the Raj Singh Prashasti. So Raj Singh Prashasti is about 1594 and created by Jeta. One more Raj Singh Prashasti is also there 1594 AD, and that was created by Jeta, and that was from the Bikaner. Okay, and it was achievement of the Rao Bika and Rai Singh. Rao Bika and Rai Singh. Okay, now next one is about copper plate. Now I am describing about the copper plate. So copper plate is whenever feudal lord or officers donated land to a beggar or Brahmin, it was recorded on the copper plate, like details of the name of the donor, and how much donation they are receiving, and the time of the donation, and the reason of the donation. Okay, so these all things are written in the copper plates, why you are taking donations and all that. Okay, so here I can say about list of the king, units, land measurement, everything will be on that. Okay, so there is a Ahad copper plate, and Chikki copper plate, Pur copper plate, Baroch, Gurjar copper plate, Khirada, lots of. Okay, now next one is coins. If I am talking about the coins, Okay, so coins is largest reserve of the coin of India, that was Ahat coin. Ahat coin, okay, and this Ahat coin we found in the Tonk and district, Raid area of the Tonk district. So these coins are related to the Mauryan era. Okay, and many types of the coins are there: Biladi, Chittodi, Ilchi, Vijay Shahi, Swarup Shahi, Ala Shahi. Okay, so these are the coins. And Jodhpur King Vijay Singh minted silver coins, and Vijay Shahi, which is very important during that period. And British influence was also on the Mughal, so that was the reason. Now Rajasthan में जो literature है, so I'm talking about literature. So first was the Jayanak. So Jayanak जो था, his book was Prithvi Raj Vijay. Okay, and that was the history of the Chauhan dynasty, and that is about the Chauhan dynasty. And Nayan Chandra Suri. So Nayan Chandra Suri, and his book name is Hamir Mahakavya. Hamir Mahakavya. Okay, Hamir Mahakavya, and this is also related to the Ranthambore and the Chauhan dynasty. Next was the Kanha Vyas. Kanha Vyas, and his book is Ekling Mahamatya. Ekling Mahamatya, and this is from the Guhil Mewar. Okay, now this is kind of some like Kanavya written the Ekling Mahamatya, Dev Bhatt was written the Jai Singh Kalp Drum, Nayan Chandra Suri, Hamir Mahakavya, and Jayanak was Prithvi Raj Vijay. Okay, now Raso literature is also famous in Rajasthan. So in Raso literature, Jyotraj was the person who written the Hamir Raso. And description of battle ruler of Ranthambore Hamir Dev and the Alauddin Khilji of Delhi Sultanate. Next was the Prithvi Raj Raso. This was from the Chandravardai, and this book was composed of the Pingal language, and it is subject matter are the Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Gori. Okay, now next is Narpat Nal. So this Narpat Nal was written by the Bisal Dev Raso. Narpat Nal, who written the Bisal Dev Raso, and this book was related to love story of Bisal Dev and Rajmati, daughter of Boj Parmar. Now next one is the Dalpat Vijay, and that was a Khuman Raso, and this Khuman Raso is written by the Dalpat Vijay, history of the Mewar, and that this is also in the Pingal language. Okay, and next one is Suryamal Mishran, and Sati Raso, that was written by him. Now next is Khyat literature is also very important in Rajasthan. So Khyat is writing down the kin list and edicts. So there was a Khyat, one was the Munhot Nensiri Khyat. So this Khyat was written by the Munhot Nensi, and that was time period of 1610 to 1670 AD, and it was the Marwari Dingal language, and that was in the Dingal language. Okay, and history of Rathod dynasty of Jodhpur, 26 branches of the Rajput. So this was based on the Rathod dynasty and Jodhpur. Okay, and that was Munhot Nensi was the courtier of the Jodhpur king Jaswant Singh. So Munhot Nensi was with the Jaswant Singh and his court poet. Okay, now next one is Baki Dasri Khyat. Okay, and that was written by the Baki Das, and Baki Das was also in the Jodhpur state. Okay, so this was written in the Dingal language and Marwadi. It was written in the Marwadi and Dingal language. Okay, that was in the Dingal language. It was continuous written Khyat. Baki Das was the court poet of the Jodhpur rule Man Singh Rathod. and it was in the Man Singh Rathod. Okay, now next one is Dayal Dasri Khyat. So Dayal Dasri Khyat, that was famous in Bikaner basically, and it was also written in the Dingal language. And this book is Dingal language and describe history of Rajasthan from starting to Sardar Singh. Next is Mundiyar Ri Khyat. Mundiyar Ri Khyat. So this Khyat was history from Rao Siha to Jaswant Singh. It was narrations, and Khyat was probably written at the time of Jaswant Singh. Okay, now next is the Kishangarh Ri Khyat. That was for the Rathod dynasty of the Kishangarh. Okay, now next literature is the Veli literature. Veli literature. So see, this Veli literature is basically Prithvi Rukmani, Veli Krishna Rukmani Ri. That was written by the Prithvi Raj Rathod. Veli Krishna Rukmani Ri, Prithvi Raj Rathod. Padmanabh was written by the Kannada Prabandh. So Padmanabh was written by the Kannada Prabandh. Okay, Kannada Prabandh, administration of the Kannada struggle with Alauddin Khilji. Okay, and the Veli Krishna Rukmani Ri, that was written by the Prithviraj Rathod, and it was the Mughal king Akbar and was the youngest brother of King Rai Singh of Bikaner. So that was Navratna tha. So Prithviraj Rathod was one of the Navratna of Mughal king Akbar, and he was youngest brother of King Rai Singh. So that was Prithviraj Rathod, Veli Krishna Rukmani Ri. Padmanabh by the Kannada Prabandh, and Bithu Suja, that was Rao Jetsiro Chand, and this book is Dingal language. So Rao Jetsiro Chand, and that was written by the Bithu Suja, and this book is in the Dingal language. This book in the Dingal language, and narrated about the battle between the King Jetsi Bikaner and the brother of the Humayun. Suryamal Mishran, that was written the Vansh Bhaskar, and that was written by the Suryamal Mishran. Okay, and this is the complete history of the Rajputana. And Chandrasekhar, that was Hamir Hut, and history of Chauhan ruler of Ranthambore and description of the Hamir Dev Chauhan. So Hamir Hut was written by the Chandrasekhar. Shamal Das written the Veer Vinod, and that was history of Guhil dynasty of the Mewar, and that was the Shamal Das. And Jai Singh Suri, that was written the Hamir Madhumardan and history of the Hamir Dev of Ranthambore. So Jai Singh Suri, and he written the Hamir Madan. Okay, and that was about the history of Hamir Dev. History of Hamir Dev. Okay, and now next literature is in Rajasthan. So about the historical literature in Prakrit language also. Nayan Chandra Suri, that was Hamir Mahakavya. Information of the Chauhan dynasty of the Ranthambore and Hamir Dev Chauhan. Udyotan Suri की पता ही है, कुवल्यमाला. Jai Singh Suri, that was the Hamir Madhumardan. Now more books are also in Rajasthan. So one was the Magh, and Magh was a novelist. He written the Shishupal Vad. Next was Kesari Singh Bharat, Chetamrira Chungatia. So Kesari Singh Bharat, he written the Chetamrira Chungatia. Okay. Ratna Khati, that was Narsiro Mairo, and Kavi Kallol, that was Dola Marila Dua. So Kavi and Kallol, and he written the Dola Marura Duha. Okay, and the Vigrah Raj Fort, that was Harikeli. Malik Muhammad Jaisi, that was Padmavat. So there was a Malik and Muhammad and Jaisi, and that was written the Padmavat. Malik Muhammad Jaisi, that was written the Padmavat. Now modern history of Rajasthan में अगर देखें तो कर्नल टोड जो थे, he written the Annals and Antiquity of the Rajasthan, Travels in the Central and Western Rajput State. So इनकी जो पुस्तक थी Annals and Antiquity of the Rajasthan, इसीलिए इनको कहा जाता है फादर ऑफ हिस्ट्री ऑफ राजस्थान. सो 1829 में कर्नल टोड की जो पुस्तक आई थी Annals and Antiquity of the राजस्थान, इसी वजह से इनको क्या कहा जाता है, फादर ऑफ द हिस्ट्री ऑफ द राजस्थान। अब एक और है LP टेसीटोरी। टेसीटोरी, ओके, सो दिस टेसीटोरी इज वी कैन से राजस्थानी चारण लिटरेचर एंड हिस्टोरिकल सर्वे भी इनका ही था। एंड ग्रामर ऑफ द वेस्टर्न राजस्थान, डिस्क्रिप्शन कैटलॉग ऑफ द बॉर्डर, हिस्टोरिक लिंग्विस्टिक। वेली कृष्णन रुक्मणी जो थी उसको भी उन्होंने एडिट किया था। एंड राव जेतसिरो छंद को भी एडिट किया इन्होंने। टेसीटोरी ट्रांसलेटेड द रामचरितमानस, महाभारत एंड रामायण। ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट जो हमारे इम्पोर्टेंट है वो है जॉर्ज अब्राहम गैरिसन। जॉर्ज अब्राहम गियर्सन। जो ये गियर्सन है, गियर्सन की जो पुस्तकें हैं, लिंग्विस्टिक सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया, मॉडर्न वर्नाकुलर लिटरेचर ऑफ नॉर्थ इंडिया। लिंग्विस्टिक सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया जो है वो पब्लिश हुई थी 1912 में। ठीक है, इसके बाद हैं हमारे अबुल फजल। तो एक है अबुल फजल, तो इनकी जो पुस्तक है दैट इज़ अकबरनामा, अकबरनामा और आइन अकबरी, आइन अकबरी। ओके, एंड गौरी शंकर हीराचंद ओझा जो थे, इनकी पुस्तक थी हिस्ट्री ऑफ सिरोही, एंशियंट हिस्ट्री ऑफ सोलंकी, उदयपुर, हिस्ट्री ऑफ डूंगरपुर, हिस्ट्री ऑफ बीकानेर, हिस्ट्री ऑफ राजस्थान। सो गौरी शंकर ओझा है ना, ओझा, हीराचंद ओझा जी, तो ये ओझा जी हैं, इनकी भी बहुत सारी पुस्तक से। नाउ नेक्स्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट जो हैं हमारे कवि श्यामल दास जी। श्यामल दास जी की जो पुस्तक है दैट इज़ वीर विनोद। तो वीर विनोद में इन्होंने कवि राजा भी कहा गया है इनको। सो किंग सज्जन सिंह गिव हिम द टाइटल कवि राजा, और ही वॉज ऑल्सो अवॉर्डेड विद द केसर हिंद फेलो ऑफ हिस्टोरिकल सोसाइटी ऑफ द लंदन। एक है सूर्यमल मिश्रण, जिनकी पुस्तक थी वंश भास्कर एंड द वीर सतसई, एंड ही वॉज फ्रॉम द बूंदी 1815 to 1865। एंड वन मोर हरविलास शारदा। सो हरविलास शारदा इन द अजमेर, इनकी जो अजमेर हिस्टोरिकल डिस्क्रिप्शन, महाराणा सांगा हमीर ऑफ रणथंबोर, स्पीचेज एंड राइटिंग ऑफ द हरविलास शारदा, वर्क ऑफ द महर्षि दयानंद सरस्वती एंड शंकराचार्य, and life of the Vrajanand Swami. So this all was written by the Harvilas Sharda. Okay, so this all about the literature and some sources of the history that is from the Rajasthan. Okay, so thank you. Hope you enjoyed.